It's me, same night, first video I made maybe an hour ago, learning how to use YouTube. Other than search for videos. I wanted to make a quick video um, on one of the dreams I had. It's not recent. I haven't had any dreams recently. I've had some kind of dreams with intermittent things, but I don't know if that's because I've been looking at a lot of this stuff lately or I've been reading a lot of the Bible, but I want you to really pray on this. I've been praying for wisdom and discernment on it, and I haven't gotten the answer that I'd really like to have yet, which probably means it might have just been a dream, but at the same time I'm kind of compelled to maybe get you guys' opinion on it too, and maybe somebody who's actually able to pray on it, maybe they can get word and give me an idea of what it means. But I've been thinking about them a lot lately because I've heard a lot of people have been having dreams, and some of them very similar dreams. And like I said before in my first video, I don't have nightmares. Like I don't really have rarely ever do I have a nightmare, unless it's a very random thing. But these dreams it wasn't just an instance. These were all kind of a bad dream, kind of a scary dream. I don't believe I was super scared in the dream. I never felt fear in any of them. But I had these started back around the end of 2012, maybe the beginning of 2013. Don't worry, I wasn't afraid of, December 21st, 2012. That never bothered me. The Mayan calendar thing, I was never worried about that. But I had 3 of these dreams within a 2-week period, which kind of says for something. I don't know if there was someone, the Lord was trying to speak to me, but let me tell you about the first dream. So the first dream I had, I live in San Antonio, and we have a loop system and then another loop around the whole city of a freeway system. And I was driving through on one of the cross highways through the loop, and for whatever reason, like, I knew I had to get to my parents, and I was more specifically worried about my father. I wanted to go reach my father. And so I got in the car and I was driving, and for whatever reason I was like, do I take this freeway or do I take this freeway to get to the end of the loop? Because my parents lived on the northeast side of the loop. And so I decided to take the eastern route, and there was a lot of traffic, I think, because a lot of people were trying to escape is what it felt like. I don't remember a lot of the dream before that all happened, but as I'm on this, I was like, and then all of a sudden I realized as I'm stuck in traffic, I'm not going to make it. And then about that time, from the southeast, the sky darkened, and these big, like, reddish, like a big reddish rock or comet. I don't know if it's a comet or if it was a missile or a few missiles, or if it was like a big. It was just something round, and I don't know if it was multiple round things that were like a flame coming from the sky, and basically I just remember it coming in. Sorry, my cat just. Okay, one of my cats. That was Piper, the little kitten. Anyway, so all I remember is seeing this stuff coming and being like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to make it to him. I hope he's okay. Then the next thing I know, it was like a flash. I was walking through rubble, and I had entered this house that was kind of like the door was missing, and I walked over some like a wood beam that was kind of on fire, and there were a few people laying on the floor, and I was looking on the floor for my mother, and I couldn't find her, but I knew she was okay. It was like she was missing, but I knew she was all right, that she was safe. And then the thing I thought was, I think I still have time to find my father. And that was all I remember of that dream, but I remember waking up and going, wow, that was kind of wild and crazy. It was very realistic and very much like it was the end of the world. It wasn't like the end of the city. It was the end of the world in my head, for this dream. And then within that same week, I had another dream. I was at the beach. It wasn't a very long dream. I was at the beach and I was standing in the tide. So I was on the sand, but the water could hit your feet. That's where I'm at, where the waves come, kind of rolling in. And I was holding hands with a gentleman, and I don't know if it was, you know, uh, my boyfriend. I don't know what it was. I just remember I was holding hands with this gentleman, and all of a sudden we looked over to the ocean, towards the ocean, and this big bright light, like as bright as the sun, was coming towards us. And I remember looking at it and going, well, this is the end, but I wasn't sad. I wasn't scared. I don't know if I remember waking up going, well, I guess that was a big, like, atomic bomb or missile, but it seemed like whatever it was really bright coming towards us. So it wasn't like it hit and then it went bright. It was really bright coming towards us, and the closer it got, the brighter it got. And I was holding him going, well, this is the end. And I was looking over at the ocean, but I was at peace. But when I woke up, I was like, wow, that was kind of a crazy dream. I dreamed again about the end of the world. So those two were slightly similar, but like me being in very different parts of the state, because it would have still been the Gulf Coast of Texas. And then I had another dream. My third dream, I don't know. This one seems a little more goofy, but I'm going to tell you it anyways, just in case somebody maybe has a thought as to what it means. But I remember hearing birds and looking up at the sky, and it was very quiet and serene. But as I was looking up at the sky, I remember kind of looking up, not really thinking this was all real. And somebody to the right of me said, or told me, or I knew in my head that the birds that I was hearing were fake. If you turned, it was kind of coming from like a megaphone or something that was hidden, and we were underground. And it was kind of a false sky above, and this kind of false kind of paradise that we were in. And if you were to turn off the noise, the sound of the birds chirping, you would hear crushing and noises and the city being demolished from above. So basically, it would be like, I'm sorry, I look away a lot. It's what I'm thinking. It was kind of like, and in my head, I imagined like all these tall buildings and these big machines or big metal machines. Not so much like Transformers, more like otherworldly, crushing all the buildings and bringing them down to rubble, and all the people up there were basically attacked. But we were safe where we were, and I was there with my family, and I remember just kind of going, well, we're okay here. And then I went off to go do something like I normally do, and then I was off with my family. All the while I was doing things in my dream, aware of what was going on above me, but aware that I was safe, for where I was, until all that destruction in the world as we knew it above us was fixed. So anyways, those are some dreams that I've had. I've always found dreams to be very interesting. But I've held on to these dreams for 2 years, and I remember just kind of going, I was just, dreaming. I had weird dreams, but they always come back to me, and they kind of haunted me for a little while. And so I thought I'd share them with you, maybe see if anybody had some, I guess, words of wisdom or help. I would appreciate if my brothers and sisters out there could maybe help me out with this one. Like I said, I've been praying on it, so every night I ask for a little bit of discernment and wisdom on them. And it seems like the stronger and stronger, and the more I've prayed on it, the more and more I've been pulled to post them. I've been saying I need to tell people about this and share it, just to see if anybody has any insight, or maybe somebody can pull something from it, or it's going to maybe touch somebody. But anyways, so I hope we can all be here for each other. A lot of stuff's about to happen. I just feel it. It's like I don't know. I haven't been given exact information. I don't know who all really has been. I think all that's going to be, we have to trust the Lord and put that in His hands. But I think a lot of things are about to start happening, and I'm kind of excited about it, but yeah, I just things are gonna be different very soon. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but I think maybe all these dreams people have been getting lately have been kind of a jolt of get ready, anything can happen. So, anyways, I love you. Talk to you later. Okay, God bless. Bye.